Hi guys, so you probably have seen this title, and I'm pretty sure I have an idea what's going to be titled, but this is a start of, I'm going to call it making up my mind. Yes, like make up, which I've been watching a lot of more opinionated YouTubers like Liv likes her, loves her makeup and makeup struggles, and another one I can't remember the channel name of. It comes up in my recommended feed way too much. YouTube is big. I'm not sure if YouTube is like, I think it's learning that I'm getting over, like, starting to develop more opinions on makeup, which has led me to this. This kind of topic started like floating around my head when Tarte released their foundation, and the entire industry like blew up. But this is more or less how YouTube, I think, has affected the beauty industry in a very, like, looking back at it. So I've been making videos since, I think I was 13, I'm now 24. So it's been 11 years of YouTube. And it's one of those things where looking back and starting to see certain things and certain trends starting to happen, that I can kind of pinpoint where YouTube has run the beauty industry and makeup in general. I have actually 5 points I'm going to hit on. There's more actually that I could hit on, but these are more or less the big, overwhelming things. I'm going to get started with hashtag fake reviews. I'm going to qualify those as the overly positive reviews, especially when they're tied to affiliate codes or PR samples or just general, I want to get in good with the brand, or I have to keep a face with the brand. It is very hard to separate your opinion from getting free stuff, and I'm going to say it. I get PR samples, and even then, that can kind of almost affect my relationship with certain products because I got them for free. It either makes me look at the positives more or look at the negatives more, especially depending on the price point, because a lot of stuff that's over a certain price point, for me it's like $25 because I'm broke. I'm just gonna say I'm a broke ass bitch. And also I'm a cheapskate, so that doesn't help either. But after that point, I start looking at, especially if it's a PR sample, I'll start looking at it with a very critical eye. Whereas cheaper products I can probably just let go. But the overly positive reviews have caused this almost, well, you need to buy it. It's the most amazing thing in the universe. But I'm never going to talk about it again. It's like, what? And it was, you can start to see this almost drive to keep pushing out reviews after reviews after reviews that are positive, to keep pushing products and keep people watching and people buying and using your affiliate code. Which is not actually good for the beauty industry. It's like, I preferred when people, like, Emily Noel used to call people out for it, for having bad products, and other big YouTubers used to call out brands for having bad products, but everybody bites their tongue and doesn't either post the review, because I've done that, is especially with a lot of fan favorite like products. I will not post a review if I think, in the past, if I would think it was going to get a lot of hate on it because I didn't want to deal with that, or I would just, or if it was mediocre, I would actually forget about it. There's a lot of products I have on the list of reviews that I just haven't reviewed because of either time constraint or they were mediocre products, and talking about mediocre products isn't very amusing. Along with, because of the overly positive review, and I think that certain brands have been doing this because they've gotten so much hype and so much positive energy thrown at them, is their price point. And a good example of this is actually one of the most affordable makeup, well, was, I'm going to qualify that with, was one of the most affordable makeup brands that is still classified as affordable and still gets some, it's lost its popularity in the last few years, which is actually e.l.f. or Eyes Lips Face, depending on whatever, like, wherever they're going with now. But they started out as a $1, everything was $1. And then they got their studio line, which was one, it turned into 1 to 3. But over the years, their quality got better, and everybody was giving them good reviews. But we slowly saw this creep of price point. We are now seeing e.l.f. release $12 eyeshadow palettes. We are now seeing e.l.f. release skincare lines that are, I think they start at 6 and run all the way up to 50 for sets. And we saw that slow creep of, well, it's only extra $1, it's only extra $2, it was only extra $3. And it was just a slow creep, and especially certain makeup gurus were allowing it to get by because it was only a few extra dollars. But we're also seeing that in the drugstore because of, well, we are seeing more popular brands going into Sephora, ColourPop for one of them. But we're also seeing the downfall of the drugstore. More Revlon, CoverGirl, and Maybelline have all been basically pressurized into taking on new models, new influencers, new products at very, like, they cannot hold that price point. And I think that is actually a problem with YouTube, is the drugstore can't stay drugstore prices any longer because of the products that need to be released. Talking about, like, on to the next point, which is release schedules. Release schedules used to be, okay. We would get, at least in Canada, it would start with the spring summer, which would be January, February. We would get the summer release, which would be actually May, if there was any summer releases. And then we would see the fall in the July, August range. And then we would see the winter release in about September. And it would be like, depending on the brand, it would sometimes we only see 2 major releases, or we see the 4 releases, and there would be X amount of products. Now we're seeing releases every single week to the point where it's almost overwhelming. Yes, there's brands still out there that only do spring and summer and then winter and fall, but these brands don't get talked about a lot. Or indie brands, I will give I will let them do as many releases as they want to in individual collections. ColourPop is one of the worst ones for me because this is like, can you stop releasing things? Because you are literally, you have overwhelmed me, and I do not have the anxiety. Like, my anxiety is, like, bad. So I'm just like, every single time I go on that website to order, like, oh, I want to try their highlighters, I want to try their concealers, I'm just like, there's too many products. So many products. Too many products. And too many shades too many shades to pick from. Which I know is like, well, Tarte only released X amount of shades, like all the light shades and then a few dark shades, and it's like, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about, oh, well, we have 6 shades of blue that all look the same. Or 30 shades of taupe. Morphe. Which just, when shades are starting, like colors are starting to look the same, you got too many eyeshadows. The last one that I'm blaming YouTube for, I'm not saying that it's bad on the industry, it's bad for the consumer, is the weird and possibly dangerous hacks of applying your makeup with a condom, applying your makeup with an egg, an uncooked egg, I'm just like, or when Crayola has to issue a statement, you know you went too far, which is using crayons as lipsticks and colored pencils as eyeliners. Okay, I know it got views, but most of those views are people who could probably going, how stupid are you? Also, did you get a lip infection? Did you get an infection? Are you still breathing? Okay, I know, I grew up in the 90s, in the early 2000s, when we didn't, like, I was a goth kid. I will say it. We did stupid things. But the goth subculture, we didn't have a lot. There was no Wet n Wild, like, goth collection. Or Kat Von D releasing, like, minis. No. I think the stupidest thing we ever did was actually using eyeliner. Like, actually, do I have one? I think I have one. Kohl eyeliners as lip liners. Because One Wild was still 99 cents, and you could get one of these mega pencils for 99 cents, and it would stay on all day. The other stupid thing that we did, and one of my friends actually did this and actually got, like, she used to get acne around this spot, was actually, like, using Sharpie to draw on her face. Yeah, yeah. But other than that, we did do some, like, weird beauty hacks, like using gray eyeshadow as contour, or mixing white eyeshadow with foundation. Like, literally breaking up eyeshadow and putting it in foundation, or creams, or face cream. But other than that, the worst thing that we did was kohl eyeliner on the lips. At least in my area. I know there's probably other things that goth kids in other areas did that were probably stupider, but crayons as lipsticks, when crayon, that's still one of those moments where I'm just like, Crayola had to issue a statement to tell you, no, this is bad. And it's pretty bad when I was just sitting there going, yep, Crayola did something. But those are my 5 things that YouTube has slowly started ruining the beauty industry with. There's probably more. If you can think of any, leave me a comment down below. If you would like a second version of this, also leave a comment down below and subscribe and hit like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.